You're watching Let's Chat.
It seems like every time you turn around, you're hearing about someone who has suffered a stroke, and there is so much that's not known about strokes, and there are folks like our next guest who knows a lot about what causes them, how to treat them, and how to rehab from them. It is Dr. James Fleming. He is a neurohospitalist in the area of stroke with Erlanger. First of all, Dr. Fleming, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me exactly what a stroke is. And I'm one of these people, I bet I know a dozen people that have had them over the years, just not sure exactly what it is and maybe more importantly, what causes it.
Yes, a stroke is an interruption in the brain's blood supply due to a clot. A clot could come from the heart, it could come from an artery in the neck, or it could come in an artery in the brain itself. Your arteries carry oxygen and nutrients to your brain. And if part of your brain is deprived of oxygen or nutrients, then you have a stroke. The symptoms are based on what part of the brain is affected.
How do you know if you're having a stroke?
Your brain controls a lot of your body functions. Your ability to talk, to see, to move about, to feel the world around you is all controlled by your brain. These functions live in a specific part of your brain. And if that part of the brain is having a stroke, then you'll have those symptoms.
Tell us why it's so vitally important if you think you're having a stroke to get immediate medical attention, or if someone in your family, you think they're having a stroke. Why is time so vital?
Every second the brain goes without oxygen, you can lose brain cells. In a major stroke, you might lose as many as 2 million brain cells in a minute.
2 million cells in 1 minute.
In 1 minute.
Wow. And taking that question a little bit further, how are strokes best treated?
Yes. Thankfully, we've come a long way in the treatment of strokes. However, time is still the most important variable.
Right.
There's the clot buster medicine, and then there's a procedure which is called thrombectomy. The clot buster medicine is given in your IV, and it can be given up to 4.5 hours after a stroke. The clot retrieval device, which is called thrombectomy, allows treatment up to 24 hours or more. They actually take a catheter, which is a flexible tube, and they put it in an artery with access to the brain. And then the surgeon is able to pull that clot out, restore blood flow in that artery, and then hopefully decrease your disability or make you completely back to normal.
Is there an adequate or effective way for stroke prevention? I mean, a lot of folks have always said, and you know it as well as I do, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. What is the best way to prevent having strokes to begin with?
Yes, I think Ben Franklin was the first person to make that proverb well known.
Right.
And it's definitely true. The common causes of stroke are very similar to those that cause heart disease. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, tobacco abuse. Your doctor can help you treat these conditions, but even better, you can prevent them with a healthy diet and exercise.
And
the Mediterranean diet has been popular recently, which is very robust in olive oil, fruits and vegetables, fish and spare meats. And that has been shown to decrease your risk for high cholesterol and hypertension.
And it seems like so many of us here in the Mid-South, within 200 miles of where we are standing right now, there's an unusually high number of strokes per capita. And you folks are doing your best to figure out why that is, how to diagnose, how to treat, and more importantly, or maybe most importantly, how to prevent. And keep up the good work. And by the way, if you're wondering, Erlanger Health System is the home of the area's only comprehensive stroke program, so you are definitely in good hands. Dr. Fleming, thanks so much for joining us.
We're always happy to care for you. We have a team approach, doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, therapists. We're here 24/7 to take care of you and your family.
It's like a little town into and of itself, and that's just the Stroke Center at Erlanger. Dr. Fleming, thanks so much for joining us. Find out more about diagnosis, treatment, and prevention. Check out the Erlanger website. It is erlanger.org. That's erlanger.org.